Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The sights are up for the 2022 NFL Draft, which is expected to bring in 300,000 people to the Las Vegas Valley, along with hundreds of millions of dollars in direct economic spending. Review Journal's James Schaefer breaks down the crowd size and spending predictions for next week.
With the NFL Draft preparations well underway, we wanted to break down estimates and expectations for the Valley by looking at two pre-COVID events. In 2019, the NFL Draft in Nashville, Tennessee drew an estimated 600,000 people and brought in an estimated economic impact of $223 million in direct and indirect spending in the city. For comparison, Nashville has more than 53,000 rooms, and Vegas has around 150,000 rooms. For a more close-to-home comparison of pre-COVID numbers, we have to look back to 2019 again during New Year's Eve. That celebration bringing in 328,000 people with an economic impact of $491 million. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
And can lawmakers hold other public jobs? Well, a think tank brings a lawsuit over that issue. The Nevada Supreme Court reversed a lower court's decision and said the Nevada Research Policy Institute can sue several officials, including Assembly Speaker Jason Frierson and Senate Majority Leader Nicole Cannizzaro. The think tank says people can't hold elected positions and public jobs under the Separation of Powers Clause of the Constitution. Frierson works as a deputy public defender, while Cannizzaro works as a prosecutor in the Clark County District Attorney's Office. And a popular spot for locals to spend some free time remains closed. The Sunset Road viewing area near the border of Harry Reid International Airport was closed in April 2020 due to the pandemic. Photographers were often planted at that lot, getting videos and photos of the 10th busiest airport in the world. Open for up to 18 hours a day, a spokesman cites staffing challenges for the continued closures. They are hopeful to reopen soon, but there is no set date. Now to your health news. Grammy Award winners Imagine Dragons will once again partner with the Tyler Robinson Foundation to raise funds for pediatric cancer. The 8th annual Rise Up Gala will take place September 23rd at Resorts World. Through funds raised at the event, families are able to receive assistance to ease the financial hardship of cancer treatments. Tickets will be available in May. Now for today's weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Happy Friday, everyone. A 50% chance of rain and thunderstorms are forecasted for the Las Vegas Valley. Breezy conditions also a factor, with wind gusts reaching around 35 miles per hour by this afternoon. Today's highs only reaching around 72 degrees. Rain should clear up by this evening with lows around 52 degrees. For the weekend, temps will start to rise again with breezy conditions remaining starting Saturday. Temps will be in the upper 70s. Winds will die down by Sunday as temps will climb back to the mid-80s at the start of your work week. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, the second phase of the anticipated mixed-use project known as Uncommons is underway. The $400 million complex will welcome such local businesses and tenants like DraftKings. Review Journal's Eli Siegel tells us what else we can expect to see.
What's interesting is that this project is planned for, I think, over 500,000 square feet of office space, and this is an industry, the office market, that was really hit with a lot of questions after the pandemic started because, basically everyone started working from home, and there's a lot of discussion about how much office space firms really needed as people were working from their couch or their home office or their kitchen table. But with Uncommons, as the developers tell me, they fully leased the first two office buildings after the pandemic started. So as they see it, there is a lot of demand.
Construction on this phase is expected to be finished by 2023. Nevada's largest sportsbook operator, William Hill, is set to manage the race and sports books at the Palms. The Nevada Gaming Commission unanimously approved the non-restricted gaming license on Thursday. William Hill is modernizing the Palm sports books and will have 5 betting stations and 6 kiosks when it reopens next Wednesday, making it a top-flight sportsbook project.
Sports, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. After spending just 8 days in the transfer portal, sophomore quarterback Doug Brumfield returned to practice for UNLV and re-entered the Rebels quarterback competition. Brumfield played in 3 games, starting twice before a fractured vertebrae in his lower back ended his 2021 season. And UNLV added more reinforcements from the basketball transfer portal, adding former Mississippi player Luis Rodriguez and former Duquesne player Jackie Johnson III to the roster. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. All three of today's NBA playoff games are toss-ups. The Phoenix Suns are 1-point road favorites over the New Orleans Pelicans at Circa Sports, and the total is 216.5. The Milwaukee Bucks are 1.5-point favorites over the Chicago Bulls, and the total is 223.5. The Miami Heat are 1.5-point road favorites over the Atlanta Hawks, and the total is 221. The Suns are the plus 325 favorites to win the NBA title, followed by the Golden State Warriors at 4-1 and the Boston Celtics at 5-1.
A popular rock musical is set to make its big return this summer at the Rio. Review Journal's Jen Ah has the rockin' new details. Jen?
Well, Renee, entering its 10th year as a Vegas residency, the show Raiding the Rock Vault still remains as popular as ever. This rock musical has been in the dark for more than 2 years through the pandemic. Now, ready, get set, time to rock out with a rotating lineup of rock stars.
We have a couple of Rock and Roll Hall of Famers with Hugh McDonald and Howard Leese. It should be a rockin' good time, June 17th.
After performing in a number of Vegas venues over the years, Raiding the Rock Vault is now set to return to the new Duomo entertainment venue at the Rio. Tickets go on sale Friday through Ticketmaster. Renee?
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. Lee Canyon officially starts its spring season with warm weather outdoor activities. Starting today, people can enjoy things like scenic chairlift rides, axe throwing, hiking, and dining. More activities will be available in early May, including disc golf and archery. And the Springs Preserve will celebrate Earth Day this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It will feature eco-friendly activities, themed exhibits, and a desert plant sale. For tickets, visit springspreserve.org. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great weekend.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.